Hi! So, since there is no life science class tomorrow, you have an option to either do this play posit for Unit 6, Lesson 6, or you're welcome to even just do the lesson through the online school. Either way, as long as Unit 6, Lesson 6 gets done. You don't need to do both. So if you're watching this play posit, you don't need to go and redo the online school lesson. That's just doing double work. So today this play posit is covering Unit 6, Lesson 6, all about sedimentary rock. Our objectives today are being able to recognize characteristics of sedimentary rocks found in Utah and be able to identify common sedimentary rocks based on their characteristics. Utah is famous for its rocks, especially arches and other unusual rock formations. So you might live in Utah and know about arches already, but do you know what kind of rock it's made out of? Well, after this lesson, you will. First, let's review our types of rocks with our rock cycle song. Sing along with me.
Sedimentary rock has been formed in layers, often found near water sources with fossils from decayers. Then there's igneous rock here since Earth was born. Molten lava cooled and hardened, that's how it is formed. These two types of rocks can also be transformed. With pressure, heat, or chemicals, metamorphic they'll become.
So we have three types of rocks, and we've learned about those in the previous play posit. So if you didn't watch that one, be sure to go watch that one. It's fun. Today we're just going to focus on sedimentary rocks. And as we look at our diagram of our rock cycle here is our sedimentary rocks. We're just going to focus on those. Sedimentary rocks are formed from particles of sand, shells, pebbles, and other fragments of material. Together, these particles are all called sediment, hence the name sedimentary rock. And gradually, those sediments accumulate in layers over a long period of time, and it's going to get compacted and cemented into a rock. Generally, sedimentary rocks are softer than other types, and they may break or crumble easily. You can often see sand and pebbles or other stones and rock in this type of rock, and it's the only type of rock that contains a fossil. One thing that's cool to note is that sedimentary rocks cover 75% of the Earth's surface. So here is a basic definition of sedimentary rock that I want you to write down in your science notebook. Sedimentary rock, rock that is formed by layers of sediment that are pressed together. And feel free to write it in your own words so you can remember it. So there are actually many types of sedimentary rocks. Here are just a few of them. We have sandstone. We have limestone, shale, siltstone, conglomerate, and breccia. The main ones that we are going to focus on in 4th grade are sandstone, shale, and conglomerate. We'll also occasionally talk about limestone, but we'll focus on those ones that I starred. The main features of sedimentary rock is their layers. Sedimentary rocks are made up of layers of small particles pressed together. You can see the pattern of these layers in the rock. Sometimes the layers are different colors. In Utah, some of the sedimentary rocks are a reddish color, and that's because of the minerals that are in the rock. In Utah, there are three main types of sedimentary rock. The first we're going to learn about is sandstone. And yes, it is made from sand. The sand was moved by waves and wind thousands of years ago, and you can almost see in the rock the wave patterns. When people think of rock in Utah, they often will think about rocks like this with the arches or spires or hoodoos in Bryce Canyon. Those are all sandstone. And when you look at them closely, you can see the layers of sand. So why does sandstone create such amazing shapes? Well, think about building a sandcastle. When you make a sandcastle, the tiny stones are not hard to move. Also, to shape the sand, it must be wet. Sand can absorb water, and this makes it easier to shape too. These same characteristics are true for sandstone, of course, because it's made out of sand. Not only does sandstone absorb water, it also contains minerals not found in sand. These minerals act like a glue holding the particles together. Sandstone is easily sculpted by nature, but sometimes people end up doing it too.
The next type of sedimentary rock that we're going to learn about is conglomerate. So the word conglomerate means something that's put together out of many different parts, and these parts don't have to be all the same. So think of like your toy room or your bedroom. You have lots of different things lying around on the floor, but you have to clean up super fast. So there might be clothes, there might be books, colored pencils, stuffed animals, Legos, whatever. It's just all over. It's a mess. And as you're cleaning up, you're in a hurry, so you just throw it all into one big box. Well, that's a conglomerate of toys, a bunch of different things making up the box. So conglomerate rocks are kind of like that. It's a bunch of different shaped rocks all stuck together, and it is actually a rock. It's easy to be able to identify this type of rock because you can see the other different parts combined to make the one rock. The final type of sedimentary rock that we're going to talk about today is shale. So shale is soft rock that's actually made from mud or clay, and then as it hardens, it's going to be cemented into a rock. So the sediment that forms shale is not moving in wavy patterns like sandstone, but it's found at the bottom of like deep, really calm water. And because it's made from clay, shale is usually a brown, red, or grayish color. Its layers do not look as curvy as those in sandstone, and when shale breaks, it's usually going to be breaking in these slabs or different flakes that you might see. Okay, go ahead. I want you guys to grab your rock kit. Okay, so grab the K-12 rock kit that you were sent. Take a look at the rocks. Be sure to take out this so you're not cheating, or just flip it over and decide, okay, which of the rocks, now some of them are minerals, but which of the rocks seem like they have these characteristics that we've talked about? You might be able to see layers. They might feel more sandy or grainy than the others. Okay, so take a look at your rock kit now. All right, you've had a chance to look at your rock kit. Let's see which ones. So if you pull out rock number 4 from your rock kit, this is limestone. And like I said, we're not going to focus a ton on limestone. So you can put that one back, but no, limestone is sedimentary. Okay, number 5 is shale. We just barely learned about shale. You'll notice it has layers, and it's the darker color because it's made from the clay. You can see those layers in it. When you look really closely, you can see that it has the layers, and it looks like it's just different sheets layered on top of each other. And then we have sandstone is number 6. If I can get it out here. Okay, so number 6 is sandstone. Notice it's reddish color. You can feel it, and it feels grainy. If you rub it and then rub your fingers, you can feel those grains of the particles that were all cemented together to form the rock. So the only one that we talked about today that's not in your rock kit is a conglomerate. That one's not included in your rock kit, unfortunately. So let's review our characteristics of some of our sedimentary rocks. We have our main types of sedimentary rock. We have sandstone, we have conglomerate, and shale. Most sedimentary rocks will have rounded particles. Most of these particles will be cemented and stuck together, right? Our sediments, that's how it's formed. They will often have layers, and typically they will be found near a water source, or maybe the water source isn't there currently but was there thousands of years ago. And they are the only type of rock that will have fossils in them. So a little bit ago, I wrote a song to Celebration by Kool and the Gang with the lyrics Sedimentary that you see on the screen. So I'm going to sing it for you, but no judging as I'm not a professional singer. This was just something I did for fun for my class. Woohoo! These are sedimentary. Woohoo! These are sedimentary. Sedimentary. Come on! Let's celebrate. Sedimentary. Come on! Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here. It's sedimentary, and one thing's very clear. So bring your sandstone and your limestone too. We're gonna celebrate these rocks with you. Come on now, sedimentary. Let's all compact and have a good time. Sedimentary. We're gonna cement and have a good time. It's time to cement together. Sediments made from weathering. Sediments around the world. Come on! Yoo-hoo! These are sedimentary. Yoo-hoo! Sedimentary. Sedimentary. Come on. Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here. It's sedimentary and there's no need to fear. So bring your shale and conglomerate. We're gonna celebrate these rocks with you. Come on now, sedimentary. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Sedimentary. We're gonna celebrate and have a good time. It's time to cement together. Sediments made from weathering. Sediments around the world. Come on! And there you have it. There is our sedimentary song with a couple mistakes in it, but you get the idea. Have fun singing. Okay, thanks for watching this Play Pause It. For watching this, you can mark off Unit 6, Lesson 6 in the online School for Science.